Sit down. Sit down!
You get the script for the Reżim. There's your character, Herberta Zubaka, on the page. What are your first impressions of him? Are you like, I know this guy, I can play him, I know how to play him? Or are you maybe like, oh my God, this is going to be difficult?
Somewhere in between. Or maybe even somewhere totally else. It's not like, oh, I can do this. Or this is going to be, it's like, oh, there's something that strikes a chord deep within me. There's a richness, there's a paradox, and it's extremely well written. So I'm like, yeah, let's go. But I'll tell you honestly, I was shitting my pants until the day before we started shooting. And so was Kate, actually. We were talking to each other on the phone. I'm like, oh my God, I'm terrified. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. But then once we end up on set, it just, because of course we do the work, and then all of a sudden it starts happening. Boom.
Do you feel as an actor that you need to like your character in order to play him, or to understand him is enough?
No, I have to have the need to defend him. I need to, and I can only defend something that I love. Something that I don't love, I don't have the energy to defend that, because I don't care. If I don't love you, I don't care. Why? I'm not going to put my time defending you. Which doesn't necessarily mean that I approve of everything that he does, but I'm not the judge. As an actor, I'm not judging my characters.
This is a very specific guy with a very specific look, with mustache, with tattoos. I wonder how much input did you have in the way that he looks, and how helpful was it for you?
Well, I mean, totally designed it from scratch with of course, in dialogue with people that, have to approve and whatnot, but they leave it up to you. And of course, costume design is something else, because they already have, they have to be in sync with other departments and this and that. But like from the physical silhouette and how I look, that is all, that we created that together with the makeup department.
I have to ask you about the accent thing, because the action takes place in Eastern Europe, but most characters use this very posh British accent, and you do not. And I wonder, was it a conscious choice to differentiate?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I wanted him to. I mean, it was obvious he couldn't sound like that. So I wanted to implement something that gave him a more broken feel, a more stuttering rhythm of delivery, but slight, without overdoing it, and without turning it into a stereotype. So it had to be very slight, but very noticeable and very distinct. So it really sets him apart from the others, so that you truly feel also in the way he talks, and that he's not one of them.
Okay, I have to ask you about Kate. What kind of screen partner is she?
Well, that's the perfect word. She's a partner. Somebody you dance with, and that you enjoy dancing with. Like a good sparring partner, She's a fighter, so you can really get in the ring and throw punches at each other. I mean that in a creative way. So of course, it's alive. Working with her is alive. It's fun. It's unpredictable.
Good.